So for the first time ever, Pixar brings to us this year two movies for the price of one. We have first Inside Out, which I really loved, and now we come to the Good Dinosaur movie that I wasn't initially interested in, but the more I got to see of, images, and the more, after the trailer that I saw, the more that I saw of it, it did eventually catch my interest. So, now we come to the Good Dinosaur. I owe you guys this thoughts on. I was going to do it before Cider Fest, but stuff came up. So here is my thoughts on the Good Dinosaur. Let's take a look.
Okay, man, what do you see? The cult of personality.
Greetings, every people. This is your Cult of Personality speaking. ToonKriticY2K's name and tunes are the name of my game. So, the Good Dinosaur. I guess we should start off by saying that the general consensus is that Inside Out was better than this. But I think both movies had something interesting going on for each of them. For one, Inside Out focused heavily on character, specifically the emotions, and had kind of an story to it. Like, I enjoyed the story, but it wasn't really powerful or moving. Well, the more that I think about it, at least. I may have said something different back then. But it didn't leave that much of a lasting thing. It had for a while, but you know what I mean. Now, The Good Dinosaur, on the other hand, had a very strong story going on for it. Not so much in the character department. Not saying that the two main characters weren't good. They were great. The rest of the cast, though, could have been a little better. So, for those who don't know The Good Dinosaur, I'll just quickly recap it. It's about this dinosaur family. It's built around the idea, what if the meteors, never hit Earth? Dinosaurs rule, still. So, it has the main character, Arlo, who is a part of a small brontosaurus family. And I can't give away too much, because there's a big moment in the beginning that I don't want to spoil for those that haven't seen it, but it does involve Arlo, Brontosaurus, chasing after this human after he gets knocked into the river, and it's up to him to get back, and he also has the human as his companion. And it's interesting because it's a little switched. Usually it's the human is the main and the dinosaur is his pet, but the human in this is the pet. So I found that to be pretty cool. The story for this definitely has a lot of ups and downs, especially near the beginning. You don't know quite what to expect. And the one moment I'm talking about, some people might know, I'm just like, do we need that? Do we really need that? And then it kind of just jumps into the next part of the movie. Things kind of move along pretty quickly, but Arlo and the human, whose name's Spot, they run into a lot of different characters along the way. And they kind of bounce around a bit. They bounce around from sort of villain characters, and then they move to the T-Rexes, which you've seen, which I think I like. They were probably the best characters other than Arlo. Arlo's family just did nothing for me. Like the brother and sister, like nothing. So, the main thing about this, it's funny enough because Inside Out focused on a whole spectrum of emotions. And The Good Dinosaur's main focus is on overcoming fear. They make it a point to talk about the morals of fear and what fear is, how you can overcome it, how it's not something that can stop you, that sort of thing. And overcoming that fear is what drives Arlo. It's his main character trait that he's trying to work with, and I think that's good. Fear is something that I think kids are trying to, especially given circumstances now with how scary things are in real life as opposed to stuff you would see like in a movie. Like, I think that's a good thing to go with, especially for young kids. And I'm trying to think. I think that's cool though that it's focusing on just one emotion because it gives a whole new world to explore. And dinosaurs are pretty cool, Man, I remember when dinosaurs used to be like the coolest thing. And then Before Time ruined that with sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel. And yes, I'm aware that there's a Land Before Time 14 on the way next year. Wow. Had to stop something from coming up there for a minute. Land Before Time 14. That's something I thought I'd never say. But, getting back to the point, though. Characters for this, the pterodactyls were just annoying and did absolutely nothing for me. Arlo's family didn't do anything for me either. I'm trying to think of what else. There were a few other characters, but they were mostly just mess. Now, while some people are complaining that the story is a bit predictable and that the characters are lacking, I will give you that. The story is predictable. But if it doesn't give you emotional feels at the end, though, you have no soul. You have no soul if you don't cry at that. I'm not going to say what, but that moment, the moment that I figured they were building up to, I figured out about 3/4 of the way through the movie. And I'm like, oh, are they going to do that? Oh, no, please don't do that. No, my heart can't take that. I know you're going to do that, but don't do that. Don't do it, bro. And they do it. And I'm pretty sure I got teary-eyed over it. But if it doesn't make you feel something, that's Pixar for you. Pixar does its great little job of near the end just grabbing your feels and just squeezing them. But I like that, though. I like that a movie can make me feel. Because Inside Out did the same thing for me. I was just like, oh God, I know how you feel, like right on the edge there. So it was really good to see how the story all came together. Now, is there something people haven't really talked about? Is there potential for more with this? Could you make more stories off of The Good Dinosaur? Well, with Inside Out, you can, easily. There's always potential for that. But with Good Dinosaur, I don't think there should be. I think the story was good where it is. But knowing Disney, they'll find some way to try and make like a short or something off of it. In terms of Pixar movies, The Good Dinosaur ranks near the top. Not in my top 7. Although, maybe. My top 10, maybe, but not in my top 7. So, if you guys want to see it, I would definitely recommend going to see it. If you're a fan of dinosaurs, go see it, because this is probably one of the best dinosaur animated movies we've seen since Land Before Time. And speaking of Land Before Time, speaking of Don Bluth, haha, I see how I segued that in there. You guys probably know about the Dragon Lair Kickstarter. The Kickstarter, no, not Kickstarter, the Indiegogo that's going on right now. I am really surprised none of y'all want to see another Don Bluth movie, because Don Bluth made Land Before Time, one of the greatest dinosaur movies you will ever see. Not Disney Dinosaur, that one can go jump off a cliff and go extinct. I don't know, that one was crappy. But Good Dinosaur is very reminiscent of Land Before Time in some of its aspects, and like the journey home, pretty much. Although Land Before Time does it better, but this is a pretty good version of it. So for people that have seen Good Dinosaur and you have kids, show them Land Before Time. Actually, that may not be the best idea considering how dark it is, but it can't get any. But to be fair, Good Dinosaur had some pretty dark moments. Can't get any darker than Land Before Time. You just can't. Land Before Time is like up there. But it's good to see that dinosaurs are at least getting some kind of rebirth. So, yeah, I think I've rambled on enough with this. Oh, wait, duh. Since I'm the Toon Critic, what do I think of the visuals? The visuals look beautiful. They really do. They look absolutely amazing with the mountainscapes, with the valleys, with how big everything looks. Everything looks great. It's a Pixar movie. What do we need to say about the visuals? It's Pixar. It's beautiful. When have they ever... Cars 2. Never mind, I defeated my own point. But Pixar does some really good visuals. They are amazing at it. So, definitely go see Good Dinosaur if you haven't. It's still out. And it'll probably be in the running for Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. I hope that Good Dinosaur gets nominated, because it'll take away one spot for Minions possibly being nominated. If Minions gets a nomination, I'm gonna be concerned, because Minions is absolutely pathetic to me. Like, why is that a thing? Who decided that was a good thing? Who thought it'd be a good idea to make it? Because it has $1 billion now, which means it's a moneymaker, which means we're going to get more of it. Oh wait, Despicable Me 3. I don't know, I thought Alvin and the Chipmunks 4 was going to be bad. Oh yeah, that's coming out this month too. I can already just hear Golden Fox just screaming from all the way over in California. But yeah, those are my thoughts on Good Dinosaur. Go ahead and put down in the comment section if you saw the Good Dinosaur, if you like it or not, and, you know, what's your favorite Pixar movie? Let's go with that. Like, comment, subscribe, Twitter, Patreon, all that good stuff. With that being said, I am the Toon Critic, keeping you totally tuned for your entertainment. Stay awesome, and yeah, I think that's about it. I was going to say, Pacific PonyCon, if you're going to it, I'm going. I'll have an official announcement about that later. Panel is all set, so catch you guys on the flip side. Stay awesome.